your horror movie podcast.
Follow the rules, guys. I don't have sex, I don't do drugs, and I
got my
ski.
safety strap on.
Oh shit, are we recording? Oh, so
Yeah.
All right. Whoops, why did this yell on the mic? All right.
Alright, welcome back, Hack Stab Slash. It's your boy Hacky. That's our boy Stabby. This dude down here, ready to shred up, is
Just Justin, ready to shred till we're dead.
one of these days he's gonna follow me up extremely crisp and right on time and not looking like a delayed Adam Scheffner on an ESPN report.
Quick note about that real fast. Why I delayed. You always say down there, but on my screen, I'm up on top of you, so I never know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So he's to the left of me. I don't know if I'm to the right of you.
You're to the left of me.
Well,
this is
there-
complicated. This is
well,
complicated.
This is ridiculous.
Directions.
Directions are just, it's like a rotary in this fucking podcast. For those of you who don't know what a rotary is, it's a big roundabout you drive in.
Yeah, so very confusing at times, especially the one in Middleborough.
Yes, no one knows what they're doing. Justin, tell us why you picked this movie and how you found a movie that is 1980s in the 2000s. He's having a lot of fucking palpitations just thinking about it, dude. Do you need a Xanax?
All right, welcome back, Hack 7 Slash. And let's say the name of the movie first. Today, you know what? We're watching Shredder, 2003's snowboard slashers, deaf to snowboarders. And
Turtles!
I picked this because, well, first, Shredder, I mean, that name sounds so badass. I was going to check it out, and the poster looked really cool for it. And then I watched the trailer, and it looked... First of all, I noticed it was a slasher, and we don't even need to talk about how much I love slashers. And then I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh my god, this looks absolutely ridiculous. And it was so ridiculous in the greatest way ever. So I picked Shredder, and I'm just so excited that it's not sci-fi horror like the last two movies you guys made me watch. So I am so excited.
Hey, I had to watch those too.
Yeah, we all had to watch those.
Look, I know, you're right. Mistakes were made, but tonight we're going to right the ship. So let's
We're gonna
go.
right the ship.
We're gonna right the ship.
So I've been listening to a lot of pirate metal today. I'm not even gonna lie, and I had a turbo shot. Yar! I am ready.
Yar.
This movie's rated R.
This movie's rated R for what, Justin?
I am just.
What's it rated for?
Just a great time.
Just a great time. All right,
Great time.
dude. How about
Great
these
time.
kills in this movie?
Oh,
Ridiculous.
it just everything is so incredible. Who's even starting this off? Like, should we
I'm
get into
starting this off. I am starting this off, but before I start us off, I want your expectation ratings. I know Justin's was a fucking 10. It's probably a 10.
Yeah, I saw the trailer, and I honestly, it looked like everything I love in a bad 80s slasher movie, even though, you know, this is from like 2003. But my expectations were a 10 on the fun rating. Like, obviously, the acting, just from the trailer alone, the acting looks
Great.
ridiculously bad. But I was like, you know
Amazing.
what? This looks so much fun. I'm expecting a 10.
I was expecting a 7. I didn't watch the trailer, but I did like the cover art for it. And I mean, it's Justin pick, and he doesn't usually have any bad picks.
Let's go!
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Thank you. Did we just become best friends?
Oh my!
Do you want to go
I
to the
know,
party in the garage?
I feel like I'm getting left out lately. You guys matched
Yo,
scores
you wanna
last
go to-
week, and I went
Ice
under.
cream cone and sea ice night.
Let's go. What is
What?
happening? There's a shift in the podcast. Me and Waterboy getting along. There's no more yelling.
My expectation rating for this shit, dude, just based off the cover art, that gave it 2 points alone. And guess what, guys? That's all the credit I was going to give it. Because all these movies that were like low budget in the early 2000s, I absolutely hated, dude. I could not stand. I fucking, I couldn't wait for it to be over. I was dreading watching this, even with how hyped up you were, Justin. I did not want to watch this fucking movie. I put it up till the last second. I sat down in bed, and I really wish I took an edible. And then I started watching it. But we'll get into that once we do the recap. So my overall expectation ratings was a 2.
Oh,
This shit really hits home for me though, man, because I'm like a sucker for the old cheesy movies that came on Sci-Fi Network.
Yeah.
Like I watched the shit out of those, even with how
I bet
stupid the
you
acting
watched
was.
Sharknado when it came out recently on fucking repeat.
Dude, it's so good. So good. Just
Yeah. See, these movies are either like a fucking home run for me or just a straight up miss. So my expectation, because I've had more bad experiences with trying to find like low budget horror in the early 2000s, This was my expectation going into it. Was I was expecting a miss. I was expecting it to be trash, and I was finally expecting to just roast Justin this whole episode.
I've been waiting. You guys,
we'll see we'll see what happens, dude. Let's stay tuned.
Oh,
you guys haven't got me yet. Let's go.
All right. So this week we're watching Shredder, made in 2001. I'm gonna start my recap with an opening credits of a majestic ride down the mountainside. It takes a turn for the worse, though, as our masked skier begins to just hunt this snowboarder. At first, I thought they were riding down the mountain together, but he starts hunting down the snowboarder and then teleports to the bottom, even though he's been chasing him the whole time, and sets up this epic wire kill where he decapitates the homie along with his head and fingers. When those fingers popped off, I had to pause it and rewatch it like 4 times because they look like those little... Like they had like little suction cups on them. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I love this. Own it.
Like,
if y'all gonna do it, use low budget effects. You need to own it. And they fucking owned it. You follow this up with a wonderful shower scene that would get Waterboy hard as a fucking rock, busting out his zipper. You know, if that was the case and Waterboy walked up on me in the shower, I would definitely beat the pedals off any rose. We now find out that Cole is just horny as shit and wants to do it wherever he can. He wants to do it on the clothes, in the bathroom. Can't wait for this long weekend alone on a mountainside of just fresh snow. She informs him that there's going to be a few more people coming. Insert the typical 2000s camera documentary, and the entire crew is now in the Jeep with them. And just like every horror movie, we get a gas station stop. They also take the camera into the women's bathroom for some softcore porn bloopers. Justin, how did this make you feel?
House of Wax.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I already love the movie at this point already.
And now we meet Christoph, who's just the creep from Europe, waiting outside the women's room casually. And I get like he's trying to flirt, and he's really gonna kiss her hand coming fresh out the bathroom, bro. You sure she washed them? Are you sure? This is a gas station in the middle of nowhere. You think anything in there is clean? Especially her damn hands?
It's a bold move.
And then they decide to take in Christoph? Like, you ain't never met this guy in your life, and you're just gonna add him to the roster? Did anyone catch when they bring in Christoph? Cole goes, no way! He could be a psycho killer. And just very genuinely in the backseat, Skylar goes, qu'est-ce que c'est, yeah. Psycho killer!
Love
That's good. Just the subtle hints in this movie. They're just getting me hooked. And now the guys, there's like some sort of giant industrial snowblower. That's the only way I can describe it. They start beeping at this guy. They pass him. There's a lot of foreshadowing with like death to snowboarders on this thing. They fly by him and they get to Rocky Mountain Summit. And the chains are all locked up. There's no way in. So Cole and Kimberly stay behind to try and like break in, and the rest of the group takes off and they want to go shredding. Did you guys like feel this song while they were snowboarding? It literally is about wanting to get laid before they die.
Absolutely incredible. Right away, I was like, this is the greatest song ever.
It's like this song fits so perfect. No, there's different transitions. Like you hear this one, and then you hear another song that sounds like it's by the same band. Completely different.
Yeah,
Unreal.
check it out. Awesome punk rock band's called Beefcake. Yeah, check them out. Early 2000s punk rock stuff, kind of like Guttermouth, No Effects kind of feel. So good.
Yeah. Beautiful. Christoph starts to give us like killer vibes as he gets a flashback of the little girl who dies, like the reason why this whole mountain shut down. He skis off to the side. He has a crash. And now it's almost sundown. And Cole has finally broken the lock on this gate, and they're now making their way into the lodge. They have to break into this lodge, and there's like it looks like there's a body inside this duffel bag on their way in. We also get a scene where Cole, Skylar, and all them, they're all standing by the truck unloading, and Skylar gives Kirk praises for being a pro and how he is a god, and he plays silver in the Olympics. Kurt says there's only one man standing in his way, and that's, I think his name's Chad Charlie? Is that what they call him? Chad Charlie? They send Cole back into town on an emergency run for beer and food. The town is just straight mean mugging these boys once they get to the local bar. The local barkeep asks if they're heading up to Rocky Summit, and he tells them it's haunted and that the weather changes its mind every 5 minutes. And then he aggressively tells them a second time to stay away or like something bad's gonna happen. They blow him off, they load up the Jeep, and just as they go to back out, they almost get taken out by that industrial snowblower again. And instead, they almost get T-boned trying to back out after almost getting taken out by this industrial. Like, everyone in this town is just these kids don't know how to fucking drive, or just everyone's out to get them and try to scare them away. This is starting to feel like a fucking Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wrote that.
Oh!
Sorry.
A
I'm
roadster.
so excited. Sorry. With the punk rock and the Scooby-Doo, I wrote that. My bad.
Justin's so excited right now. Justin, you ever
Justin?
Justin, you ever play like Truth or Drink back at the lodge, man?
Dude, I literally wrote that in my notes. I literally wrote, this feels Scooby-Doo-ish. Oh my God. Let's fucking go. Punk rock. Justin, calm down.
I like how you write.
I have to.
Calm down.
I have it on.
I have to reiterate to myself through text.
Yeah. Sorry. All right.
All right. So the boys, after narrowly escaping death quite a few times, they decide to go back to the lodge where everyone's playing Truth or Drink. Their group is finally starting to unwind and get to know each other and relax until the local sheriff shows up to break up the party. The girls flirt with him and overwhelm him with their panties and their charm. He grabs some ass and tells him there's a local killer on the loose that's never been caught, and he decides to leave. Or does he?
For $20, bro.
Yeah. Hey, here's $20. Here's my ID. Fucking buying the police. These fucking kids. I don't even know what to do now. But Kimberly gives a background drop complete with flashbacks, much like Kristoff's. And then we get a shirtless Kristoff who chimes in about how his pecs could beat the shit out of Waterboy's calf muscles any day of the week. Waterboy, what do you got to say about that?
False. No, nothing's beating these calves, bro.
False. Nothing's beating these calves, bro.
False start, bro.
I built the Roman Empire chiseling fucking granite and stone with these sons of bitches.
Oh my god.
The pyramids weren't built in a day. Actually, no, that's Rome wasn't built in a day.
There you go.
I built them both in one day.
Yeah, I actually created the pyramids, and they were supposed to be inverted, and then I flexed my calf muscles and I extroverted them, and now they sit as they sit.
Do you want to know how they piled them 2-ton things so high? I was fucking leg pressing them bricks, bro.
Yeah, when you go to Ireland, bro, you don't kiss the Blarney Stone. You kiss these calf muscles.
What is happening?
I'll let Justin go since he's like just busting out his fucking zipper.
Yeah, I'll go in front of Justin so we can hold that a little bit. Trying to hold it a fart.
Morgan Freeman's eyebrows.
Morgan. It was at that moment he knew. Fucked up.
All right, what do you got, Waterboy?
Within the first minute of the movie, even though it's from 2001, the camera, the angles, the sound quality, perfect 80s adaptations into skiing versus snowboarding. And you can't forget about the 80s classic shower scene where like somebody's creeping up on the shower, dude.
I'm pissed we didn't see any boobies.
And yet.
Pissed.
We definitely should have.
Spoiler alert, she's the only woman you don't see any titties. You see like side boob, under boob, top boob, all around boob, no nipple.
What the hell, dude?
She is a bottle with no nipple, completely useless to us babies.
This movie is more 80s than 80s. And I just had to say that. It's incredible. Justin?
All right, so moving on.
Dude, you're making Justin edging, dude.
All right, so anyway, within the first minute of this movie,
I don't think he knows what edging is.
I do.
You can't see it right now, but I'm crying.
It's so stupid. You know what? I don't even want to talk anymore.
No. I want to hear your thoughts.
Like I see him rolling down the goggles, dude.
So
he's just trying to take them off.
I did. Oh my god! I really adjusted them. I thought. Oh my. Anyway, so within the first 2 minutes of this ridiculous dizzy chase scene down, absolutely loved it. We had such a fun kill with the decapitation in the fingers. So good. And these characters, like I think you guys said, the most typical slasher movie characters ever. As Waterboy said, this felt like a complete 80s slasher. And then it was so excited when we had like the little the recording out, so we had some like found footage looking. The dialogue was absolutely ridiculous. I literally wrote, it felt like Scooby Doo. We have punk rock in the background, and like, what is happening? Is this a slasher movie? All of a sudden, you get the found footage, and then they talk about like a ghost, but then all of a sudden, like the old man's like, it's haunted, it's evil, the weather changes all the time. Like, what the hell is even happening? Like, get your story straight. So excited. I loved when the old man was like, "Don't tell me that did not remind you of like Friday the 13th." And
Yes,
those earlier Friday the 13th.
They gave you off so many vibes and just don't go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, especially in like part 3 when like the old man's like out there and I think they like, steps on an eyeball and he's telling them like, "Yeah, don't go there. Like the place is cursed." Like it. Oh my god! Like this, every single thing in this movie. I mean, I was hoping it was going to be good, but honestly, like I guess who it's called Shredder, early 2000s. Most likely, is probably going to be terrible. I loved it so much. The first 30 minutes. This is so.
Do you know what this is starting to feel like? Like the way the group acts and it being in a snowboarding scene. Do you guys ever see that movie Out Cold?
Oh yeah, I wrote about that too. It was like the best movie in the history of movies. I freaking love that movie. I think I love snowboarding movies.
Do you want to tell me about these scars? You've got so many. Well, this one's from a truck. This one's from a skateboard, and that's a fire hydrant. Oh, I bet they each have their own individual stories. Nope, I skateboarded off a truck into a fire hydrant.
I need to watch Out Cold again. Oh my god, I can't believe
it's so good.
Everything you're saying, I wrote down. Sorry. All right, let's calm down. All right. Oh, who's going next?
I am next.
And all right, hold on. I gotta pee.
And
all I do for Mosh. Always. Oh, you look speechless, Waterboy, that he just left to go pee.
No, I got my kids banging on the door because.
Oh, I can't hear it. I think you're good.
All right, let's go.
All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
I gotta go shit real quick.
Oh, wait, you being? Is he serious? Oh.
No.
Every time, Justin. Every time. I'm gonna get you a bedpan. You could just sit on it.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome.
Just like a funnel, like you change your oil with, you just pee into that. No one sees you from the waist down.
Dude, when I wake up, don't you guys down the water like the second you guys wake up?
Oh yeah, dude. Of course.
I do usually wake up extremely thirsty every morning.
Dude, I down the whole entire water the second I wake up, and then I needed to drink my coffee, so I downed the whole entire large coffee with the turbo straw, and then I had to go right to my supplement drink. So then I started drinking this. You know how much liquid I already have in me? It's a lot.
I mean, how much liquid just came out of you? I can only answer a question knowing what's out of you.
I forgot that we even still let's start talking about my
what was in you?
Let's continue this urinary adventure.
All right. Yes. So after a quick scream and seeing somebody in the big ass window that everybody else didn't see, apparently, we get Kimberly believes it to be.
I didn't see it. Did you guys see it?
I didn't see it at all. I
didn't either. I thought you just screamed to scream.
Kimberly believes it to be Chad, and we get a glimpse of Shredder walking past. Cole, being the Chad he is, and Skylar has no shoes, goes out to investigate and meets up with Pike and brings up her being a lesbian, you know? Pike the Dyke.
Highly offended.
And Cole rhymes with asshole.
It does. And, it just doesn't sound good.
Yeah. And they make their way to turn the power on. Sleepy time in the cabin with Robin trying to cop a feel for Pike because she's horny.
I'm not a lesbian. I'm just horny. Dude, this fucking movie.
We get a glimpse of Shredder making some safety adjustments to the snowboard, obviously to help them shred better on the slopes. Kimberly can't sleep and decides to slip into something a little more comfortable. She's going and looking for Kristoff because she can't resist that accent. She turns European into you're a whore. Shot.
And a mouthful of coffee. I'm trying not to spit it all over everything.
It's
your new mic, bro.
You gotta be careful drinking on the podcast.
All right, Waterboy, continue, you son of a bitch.
And the cop trying to snag a peek, I imagine, but it was short-lived and he gets picked off. Kristoff hiding from Kimberly because abstinence is the way. Even Robin wants a piece of Kristoff action. But with the sneak attack, Kristoff was wanting Robin all along. And we cue the 80s porn scene. Next morning, it's time to shred. Shred it till we're dead.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, I had a house full of people when this scene came on. I was in the bedroom watching it, and they're all the next room over watching football and like talking about stuff. And you just and I'm like, oh shit, where's the clicker?
Yeah, like
I'm not jerking off in here. I'm taking notes.
Oh god. Kirk venturing off the path after jumping and shredding to a building gets a run-in with Shredder and gets an icicle stabbed right through. Karma bad, man. Boy, oh boy, does this guy hate snowboards? He literally starts hacking a snowboard apart, like spotty laying on the floor. He's like, fuck the snowboard. Cole and Pike having some bonding time. Shredder hitches a ride with Robin on the lift and is just as annoyed with her voice as we are, just trying to explain the rules about skiing. And this man's just misunderstood, and he's just trying to teach the kids that snowboarding is dangerous. Skylar meets up with his crush while Robin is just hanging around in the ski lift.
Literally.
Skylar getting some action finally, but is short-lived as Bud sends her home. Kimberly talking to Cole on the walkie and walks off with Kristoff as Robin is just in the background. Finally, they notice the workmanship of the snowman and find that the sheriff is dead underneath.
I love how they all just think his hand's fake, and then she decides to just roundhouse kick the shit out of the snowman, and out pops the dead sheriff.
Kimberly with Kristoff as Kimberly questions why he's there. Turns out, Kristoff is just a dude from Fresno, and he faked the accent the whole time. The hell, dude? Hot tub confessions continue as the rest of the group slides down the mountain right into Justin to take us to the bottom of the mountain and finish us off.
Let's go. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about these set of scenes. It's just absolutely wild. All right, my first question is when Shred is on the ski lift and he's telling her to watch out for loose clothing, does that count as a kill for him? Because it looks like a pure accident that fucking her shit got tangled up.
Yeah, dude, I tell you, he was just trying to help her the whole time. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
listen,
he was trying to read the rules.
He even took him out of his pocket.
Yeah.
How slick is he when he skied up and just like went on the lift with her? Like, tell me that scene wasn't the greatest scene ever. Like,
Right,
Not
just
only that, dude, how wild is she for just being like, oh, I didn't know anyone else was on this It's fucking abandoned. It's locked up. Clearly, there's something wrong when a full stranger won't talk to you, gets on the goddamn ski lift with you. The second he got on, I would have got off.
It's like he slid right into the DMs.
this is so great. This is so great.
Oh my god. And then when Kurt goes down to the abandoned, like, what is that, a mine shaft?
Yeah.
And he goes inside, oh yeah, let's just go hang out in some creepy ass place all by myself. You know, I don't know. And then you had so much time to leave and get away. You watch this dude come out and hack apart a full fiberglass snowboard that takes not like a lot of effort, and then he leaves the axe there, and instead of killing him, so you give him enough time to hack this thing to pieces, leave the axe behind, look at an icicle, grab it, and then stab you not once but twice. Like, he puts it into his actually no, he only stabbed him once, because when he stuffed him in the belly and he fell over and then it went fully through him, let's just say weed impairs your judgment, right, Justin?
Definitely. Justin, what do you think about that?
Dude, how about when they called like the sheriff when he was in the snowman and he's like Frosty the Sheriff Man? Like,
Yeah.
So
What do they call it? Frosty the Dead Man?
ridiculous. Yo,
like
insane. All right, yeah. So back into the hot tub here. Kristoff ends up coming clean.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god! Oh, I did not even mean that. I wish I
That hot tub needs to get drained.
Bro, they
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I wish I was. Oh my god! Yeah.
no,
Kristoff,
let him finish.
let me finish. Oh, all right.
He needs a break, guys. He can only do this
I'm
once.
1 second. I'm 1 second into my scene. 1 second, and I'm already like
1
done.
second of one
You're
All
part.
right.
You're already there?
I've said one fucking sentence.
I said one line of dialogue. You guys are so immature. I'm trying to be
All right.
professional right now.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Justin, you get this.
Okay.
Okay.
The glasses keep shrinking on your face.
It's cold out there. It is.
Now we got shrinkage. This is ridiculous. Like, how long is this gonna?
I don't know, dude. It all
All
depends if you pre-gamed or not.
All right. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not gonna look at you guys. Oh my god, I'm blocking my eyes.
I can't.
All right. Christoph explains. Christoph
I'm not even gonna
explains.
say explodes.
With excitement.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I said
Come
1 minute.
on.
Oh, all right. Anyway, all right. Christoph explains
It's a
the real
motorboat.
reason why he's there, and he talks about how the little girl's death was an accident. He was there with his friends, and he thinks something terrible happened to his friends, so he needed a reason to break into the lodge and investigate. So we get the real reason that he's there, and he basically says, "You know that girl that your friends were hanging out with on the that Shelly, her little sister was the one that died, and her dad hates snowboarders." And in the meantime, we see Pike and Skylar. They're entering, what do you call it, like a mine shed or something in the mountain?
Yeah,
down
mine
there?
shaft, like an abandoned mine
Okay.
shaft.
Okay, so they go into the mine shaft right there, and it is creepy in here. You see pamphlets everywhere of like safety, all the rules and everything. And then all of a sudden they see like this girl, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's real!" Like the frozen dead little girl. She's in there, just frozen, like sitting at a friggin' table. And then all of a sudden the shredder emerges. We have the killer walks in the door. They close the door, and Kirk's dead there. Kirk's body falls. Skylar gets a hatchet right to his ass at first. Looks like he gets his ass hatcheted, and then he gets a hatchet to the leg. But luckily, Pike smashes him in the head with a snowboard. Such an incredible fight scene right now. And then meanwhile, we flash back to the hot tub where Cole runs out because he hears Kimberly and he thinks Kimberly is in trouble. And she's
She's definitely in a lot of trouble.
yeah. Oh my god, I thought you were in trouble as she's banging Christoph in the hot tub. And Cole runs away. So it's not what you think. It's not what it looks like. And then Cole runs off all sad, and Kimberly jumps out and chases after him. And they bump into Pike and Skylar now, and they're saying, "Oh my god, there's a killer! It's a killer!" And he goes, "Yeah, I know, it's Christoph." And they're like, "No, it's not Christoph." Meanwhile, flashback to Christoph. He's just chilling in the hot tub with this. This is so great.
Nah, baby, you want me to go again? I'm gonna need a little break. That shit was too good.
I about died when she said, "It's not what it looks like."
Yeah, dude, it's not what it looks like. And she's
Dude, when she runs out there and Skylar's the only one to stare at her kneecaps and goes, "Are you a little cold?"
Yeah, she's got no pants on.
30 degrees.
And like I said, Christoph's got his eyes shut, just chilling in the hot tub as the killer emerges, and he's basically
fuck the
saying,
accent.
Like if
I'm from Fresno, baby.
If I have to go again, you're gonna kill me. And then all of a sudden he looks, oh no, it's the killer. And this dude just bludgeons him with a shovel. Bye-bye, Christoph. And meanwhile, we run and we see that they're trying to fix the truck, but it looks like the transmission's cut. And then we see all the bodies are staged. We see like Robin, the sheriff, Kirk. They're all, did you notice that they're all like
snow angels?
Yes,
snow angels.
They were all staged as like snow angels. Movie is so much fun.
Do they like melt into the snow, Justin? Because we see the snow angels again later on, and they're like further into the snowbanks.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. And then so they're all running now. It is complete panic time, and as Christoph was just dead in the tub, they're stitching up Skylar because, like I said, he got the hatchet to his thing. And
did you see what they were using?
What were they?
They were using one of the girls' body piercings. They were using like belly button rings and shit to like put them together.
I thought it looked weird. I didn't know what was going on.
It was like tongue rings and shit. They were just anything to put them together. I mean, hands off to them for using and being innovative, but wow,
right?
How unsanitary is that?
And they have one of the pamphlets now, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're being killed because we aren't following the rules." Oh no! And you see Kimberly at this point, which she's inside now. She still hasn't put pants on. She has no pants on, and she is gathering weapons. She decides this is a good idea to go into the basement to look around. She goes into the basement. She finds the two bodies of Christoph's friends. She runs back upstairs, and Pike and Skylar basically tell him, like, could you not, maybe if we're being chased by like a serial killer, maybe, don't go into the basement. And we see then they're trying to fix the truck again, and then we hear Pike say, "I'll be right back." Did you notice that? Did you hear everyone saying like, "I'll be right back"? They broke all
Love
the
it.
rules. They broke all the rules in this movie. Pike says, "I'll
Every
be
single
right
have they
back."
never seen Scream? This came out 5 years before. Scream came out 5 years before this. They had plenty of time
Right.
to watch it.
She says, "I'll be right back." She leaves. Meanwhile, we still have Kimberly with no pants on with a fire folk. She's got a fire foker. A fire
Foker.
Fire
A
poker.
fire foker. She's got a foker. Oh my god, a foker.
Oh my God.
He's gonna fucker.
She's got
Do
a
you guys
foker
like
fire-
Mad Libs?
Oh, all right. She's got a fire poker and a freaking frying pan. And meanwhile, the killer walks right behind her and up the stairs. She's completely oblivious. And
Did you see how heavy they walk? How could you not hear? He's wearing fucking ski boots. You can hear him. Just for everyone at home listening right now, I'm going to give you a sound effect of what it sounds like when they walk up the stairs in the ski boots in this movie. You ready?
How great was that? Because you're not even exaggerating. He was fully swinging his arms as he was walking up there. And anyway, so we got he emerges on Skylar, and Skylar, what a great scene. Skylar picks up the video camera and points it at the killer, and the killer has a ski pole, and he smashes this thing through the lens of the camera and pushes it through his face.
Let's not forget Joe Justin. He's so doped up that he moves the camera away to see what happened, and then he wants to make sure it's not working anymore, so he puts it back.
Puts it back in his eyes. And it gets smashed right through his eyes. And like the little blood explosion is so freaking funny.
Oh, out of the cassette player? That was fucking
Out of the-
awesome.
Out of the cassette,
So
thing,
good.
It literally just pops, which is so incredible. And then basically we see Kimberly downstairs, and the blood goes through the vent and drips on her as she's downstairs. So good. And then we see Kim running. She's screaming now. She's panicking. She runs and, of course, hides in a closet because that's a good spot to go. And we see Chad is dead in there. And, of course, the killer finds her. And he has, I don't know, is it the fire poker or a ski pole? What is he? Anyway, we'll call it the fire poker. He is smashing through this door. And this is one of the greatest scenes. There's a dead body inside, which is Chad. The fire poker gets stuck on Chad's head. And as he's pulling the thing out, it's stuck on the head, and the head's moving around in the dead body. I don't know. Did you guys like the scene? How ridiculous is that? Oh my God, Waterboy, you have a mustache. When did that get there?
That's been there for a little bit, man.
Oh my God.
Giving out mustache rides.
Do you like it, sir?
I can't even with this movie. Jesus Christ, Waterboy.
All right, Zorro.
Zorro.
No, I am Puss and Boots.
All right, so after that insane scene with the whole head on the fire poker, she runs out. Of course, she is caught instantly and killed. And then we go back outside now, and now it's Cole's turn. Cole says, "I'll be right back. I'm going to go look for Kimberly." He follows a terrible blood trail in there, and he finds her. And she is dying there. And she looks at him with her dying breath and has one last sentence to say to him. And he says, "Did I hear this right? I never loved you." Did you guys hear that? That's what she said, right?
No, that's not what she said.
It sounded like it at first, though. I know exactly what you're talking about because on my second watch through, I had to like figure out what she said because I was like, no way this happened.
Okay,
I should have like not left you or something. Or
all right, so we can just delete everything I just said.
Should have stayed with you.
All right. So anyway, so Cole finds her as she's dying, and now it's Cole's time to run. He turns around to run, and he is trapped in the room. And we see Pike outside. She finally gets the truck going, and all of a sudden she is instantly attacked. She crashes the truck, and she looks like she is knocked out by the killer. Cole finally breaks free as he runs outside, and he finds Pike. And it appears like she is dead, so he moves on. He's like, you know what? It's my time to shine right now. Come and get me. He runs. He jumps on the ski lift, and he is just screaming, "I'm breaking all the rules. Hey, look at me. I'm not safe." Like, this is so stupid and so incredible. I can't even explain how much I love it.
My safety strap's off.
Yeah, look at me, bro. My safety side, like, I break all the rules and everything. And all of a sudden, the lift just stops. The killer stops the lift, and you hear him literally say, "Oh, shit." And then we see it. I probably should have thought this through. We see a snowmobile in the distance, and all of a sudden, the killer starts shooting. He's got a friggin' shotgun shooting at him. And Cole's like, you know what? Extreme sports. He jumps off the lift and he snowboards down there and he ends up attacking the killer.
X
And-
Games to the extreme,
Yeah,
bro.
Dude, the best quotes ever. And we see it's the dad. And Cole ends up grabbing the gun from him and he shoots at him and he says, "Ha, it's blanks. I was just trying to scare you kids. The only person that's died out here is like my wife and daughter have been killed." And he knocks him out with a rifle. Is it over? I think everything is over. And then all of a sudden, the freaking snowmobile starts again, and we get an epic chase scene. Let's go. And they're skiing down there. He's being chased once again by the snowmobile, and we see razor wire. Cole dodges the razor wire, and the killer is decapitated. So we get our second decapitation in the movie. So incredible. So now we see Cole. He's on the road. It looks like it's all done. He is walking to the town. He's back to the local pub. But where is anyone? It is the phone doesn't work. There is just nobody there. He opens the door, and as it closes, he's trapped. He's locked out. And I don't even know what you want to call that thing. The snow plow machine.
I called it like an
shredder?
industrial snowblower.
Yeah, the giant industrial snowblower all of a sudden turns on. And we look at it, wait a minute, who could this be? Like, he's already killed all these people. And all of a sudden, it's the girl, Shelly. And she basically says, "Who's the shredder now?" And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Pike, let's shred this bitch. We see Pike. She's alive. She's up top. And she shoots her in the head. The girl falls down, but she's still alive for a second. She gets shot again by Pike and sucked through this friggin' shredder.
Shredded.
Just shredded. There is so much blood. Holy crap, the scene is like, are you even
Dude.
kidding me?
When she gets sucked through that machine, it's so fast, and you can tell whatever budget they had was completely blown on that one CGI
Oh,
scene. It was
dude.
so corny and so perfect.
So corny and so perfect to end this movie. And then you see the beautiful ending with Cole and Pike. They're getting into the car again, and then he basically says, you know, if you want to be like bisexual or something, that's like cool. If you want to,
I'm like totally liberal. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm like down with the girls.
yeah, if you want to bring some like girls home again, like that's like totally cool. The end. What do you guys got? Take it away.
I fucking hated this movie so much when they killed off Pike because she was the only person like once we got into like Act 3, she was the only person that I wanted to survive. I didn't even care about Cole, Kimberly, none of them. I just wanted Pike to live. I was like, this is my final girl. This is who I'm locked in on.
Dude,
This is who I want to live. And then they do a really good job of faking you out when they put her in as like the snow angel. And like obviously like you could pass off like she's knocked out, she's not really dead, but her fucking eyes were open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did someone like come by with like a fucking jumper pack and like kickstart her heart?
I was so upset when I thought
it
she
could
did.
have.
Dude, I'm with you. I was so glad when she came back and just had the incredible one line, like incredible.
I had a feeling that she wasn't dead, but like considering like the movie, I knew that there was like no way that she could have died like that. They were literally making her the main ending character of this, the main final girl. I knew it was stupid, couldn't happen.
And then like the kills just leading up to this start just getting wild. Like the exploding cassette tape after he stabs him through the eye, the amount of blood that just comes out of that I thought was amazing. The way he kills Kimberly is just fast and elusive and like just no fucks given. My biggest gripe is why would Cole go back to that bar knowing what he thinks he knows, where the dad's the killer? That dude ran that bar. Why go back there?
Yeah, that's
Right?
That's a-
'Cause he was
that's-
just,
the second
he was
you-
hoping.
There is completely abandoned. Like the phones don't work. I'm going back outside and I'm taking whatever vehicle is there and I'm piecing the fuck out.
it's horror movie logic, bro.
Well, he
You're
did.
being
I
really
mean,
stupid.
he did go outside, and he just got instantly locked out and for that industrial thing.
Now I know you don't play video games, but Waterboy, did that scene not feel like a puzzle in like a Resident Evil where
Yep.
you go into a room that you can't get back out of until you defeat the boss?
Yes, and like also like in Resident Evil 4, like when the like the ceiling starts pushing down or like anything like that. That's what I picture that being like. It's like, oh my gosh, nowhere to go, and this thing's coming toward me. What do I do?
And then when the dad gets decapitated and chasing him on the snowblower, he looks psychotic when he's shooting at him with blanks with the rifle trying to scare him off. And he keeps telling him, like, I'm not a killer. Like, I've killed no one. I'm just trying to scare you guys out of here. That whole scene just made me think, like, this dude has lost his fucking mind, like Black Christmas or something like that, where he doesn't know that he's this sick, demented person. He thinks he's just scaring these kids, and he doesn't know he's killing them. Maybe, like, someone takes him over, like, that aspect. But when he's chasing him on the snowmobile and gets decapitated, that instantly gave it away for me that he wasn't the killer. Like, there's no fucking way you would set up these traps, go through all this headaches, and kill people this slowly in such a small group over such an extended period of time that you would forget that trap's there.
No way. Yeah.
All right. Enough talking from me. Do you, any one of you guys want to talk anymore? Or you want to get into some ratings?
I don't have any. I just want to say I love the whole entire third act. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, dude. Justin's had a hard on since we hit play.
Yeah, like you don't need to hear from me until we talk about the fun stuff again. Waterboy, anything?
Honestly, this lights, colors, sounds.
Yeah, lots of snows, great sets.
It's
all right,
great,
Waterboy,
great sets, sex, all the S words.
Waterboy, kick us off with some ratings then.
Set, sex, and snow.
Damn right. I'm gonna have to give this movie 7.4, and that is because, all right, nobody would really ever give that movie this high of score, except if you're into the cheesy movies that are doing it on purpose.
If you like cheese, this movie is for you.
Like omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
This
Justin,
movie is full of cheese.
Do you agree this movie is full of cheese?
Yeah, I wrote that in my notes. Like
full of cheese.
Are
you a bag of Cheetos right now?
I wrote
Did you just go to Five Guys and get a cheeseburger with extra cheese?
Yo, did he just say that this movie's sharp shredder?
I love the cheese. I love the cheese. I gave this on the fun scale an 8.2 out of 10 because I absolutely love this movie. And honestly, just talk about my rating real fast. Like, obviously, it's out of the fun scale rating. This is obviously a ridiculous, stupid slasher movie. Like, it's not going to be scaring anyone in this 2005 plot holes. But we're talking about on the fun scale. Like, would I watch this again and again and again? Yes, I'm here for all of it. Sean, what do you got?
This movie is a movie. It's full of cheese, just like you guys said. But if you're going to watch it with someone, watch it with a group of people who may not even be into cheese, because this whole movie from start to finish is going to do nothing but spark funny fucking conversations. And it's one of these movies you can talk through because you don't have to pay attention to the storyline, because you're just there for the cheesy kills, the cheese factor. Like, if you could take this into the South Shore Plaza and go to the fucking Cheesecake Factory and order a special, a shredder with a side of fucking more cheese, then that's what you need to do. You're going to take your high school date to a movie like this and just, hey, can I get a slice of cheesecake?
Amen. Amen.
Some of that cake, bro.
I love this movie. I said to you guys that my expectation was a 2 going into this because I was expecting it to be just a big pile of steaming hot fucking shit. The more and more I watch this, though, the more and more hyped I get. Talking about it with you guys, I'm even more hyped to go watch this again. I want to show this to people. It's so stupid. It's great.
Yes.
And my expectation rating was a 2. I'm going to bump that up by 5 points, and I'm going to give this a 7. I'm going to give this a flat 7. You need to watch this with people. You need to watch this in a group. If anyone out there still has slumber parties like Justin does, then you need to put this on at a slumber party. Fuck Slumber Party Massacre. Just put on Shredder and give everyone freeze pops.
100%.
100%.
I just, if anyone's listening, listen to me right now. Do you like to have fun in life? Do you like a good time? Do you like to laugh? Do you like ridiculous, over-the-top kills? Please watch this movie. I loved every single thing about it. I love the cheese. It felt like 80s slasher mixed even with some 90s slasher in there. It was fun. It had a great atmosphere with the snow. The characters were absolutely ridiculous. There was actually like gore in this movie, a decent amount of kills. There was a lot of it. The quotes, awesome. Incredible soundtrack. There felt very Scooby-Doo-ish. It was great.
Dude, if someone out there is listening and they have the financial backing to give us some kind of like infomercial, we need to take Justin, put him in a suit and tie, give a whole QVC from Shopping Home Network setup, put this on Blu-ray or VHS, whichever you prefer, because it's that time frame, on like a spinning like carousel where it just rotates and you can see the whole thing while they talk, and just let Justin pitch this movie.
Dude, 100. Oh, I seriously could. Anyone got any fun facts or anything?
I have no fun facts other than the fact that I took my notes for the scene by scene at the beginning of this movie, and then I stopped taking notes because I tried taking notes and I just enjoyed this movie so much that I didn't care to take notes. It sizzled into my brain.
Yeah.
It is like a Chili's fucking fajita platter and just sizzled into this noggin.
People need to know about this movie. What do you got, Waterboy? Anything fun?
I'm just it was this person's first movie. That's only Candace Moon.
Oh, I was like, this
with
person.
Shredder.
Look at John.
It was this person's.
It was like the like.
Right, hold on. It was this person's first theatrical film.
It's the best
Who?
film.
One of the
Who?
best. One of the best films I've ever seen in my life. There's lots of gore and cheese.
Fucking Christ.
What just
You
happened?
can't get. And that was his Donald Trump impersonation. Talk about a cheesy like fucking person. Just a
Great
big old
fun
block
fact.
of cheese.
Great fun facts. It was like one of the people's like.
This
it
film
like
was
their
released in
first
Japan
movies.
under the title Jason Z, in a laughable attempt to the radical left to connect it to Friday the 13th for the sequel of Jason X.
Why would it be Jason Z? Wouldn't it be Jason Y?
Dude, that's what it says.
The fuck?
Yeah, no. So that actually is true. I have it. They actually secretly released it. They thought it'd be fun to try to like direct tie it into the Friday the 13th stuff, which actually made no sense at all. It had a budget of, if I remember correctly, $750,000. And
I
It
thought
was
they
actually-
should have just named this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the
Right.
Shred.
we have the voice of Aladdin. Do you know Cole was the voice of Aladdin?
No way.
No way. No
And
wonder
he
why
was
he
on-
looked familiar.
Yeah, Full House. You ever watch Full House? He was also
Yeah.
on Full House. He was oh my god, the girl. DJ's boyfriend, Steve.
Jesus
So,
Christ, huh?
Dude, so Cole was actually the voice of Aladdin, boyfriend on Full House, and this movie had so many mistakes. It was hilarious. At one scene, I forget what it was, but the snowboard changes freaking colors. Like on the next scene,
Dude,
on what?
the chopped up scenes where they're like going down the snow mountain,
Yeah,
like snow mountain, down the trails.
yeah.
You can tell like someone sat there with this camera and they had to film it 47 times, or maybe it was just all one take and they kept falling over, and someone had to sit down and just edit out every time they fell over.
Yeah,
It was like
But
those
it-
old skateboarding videos.
right. But dude, looking at some of the mistakes, and I noticed them. It was so hilarious. And they said another one, like a guy was smoking a cigar, like or a joint or something when they're talking.
Smoking a doobie.
He pulled it out of his mouth, and then the next scene he did it again. They like dubbed the scene. It went like twice. And then if you notice, like in the hot tub, she had no clothes on, but then as soon as she stepped out of the hot tub, she had like her bathing suit still like on, and her bottom is like were on. And, like there was so
Yeah.
many just glaring mistakes. It was so incredible. And
I love when
that's all
movies
I
just
got.
own mistakes and they leave
Yeah.
them in there, and it just
just let-
becomes part of the movie. It instead of like focusing on like the soundtrack or the score that makes these movies like Halloween so fucking incredibly creepy. This one was like, you know what? Bloopers are our
Yup.
score.
Yeah, they just left all the glaring mistakes in there.
Dude,
It
I
just-
love, and then the
good.
soundtrack, like we talked about earlier on, it just forbids the entire movie. Whatever soundtrack is playing, it like matches perfectly with how they're gonna die or what's going on or what the next set of scenes that comes up with. Like, I want to get laid before I died. Before they
Oh,
all
so-
started dying, all they were trying to do, each one of them, was get laid.
It was so good, like cheap sounding, generic, like punk rock. Even when the movie ends, it almost sounded like a swing kind of music. It was so much Waterboy. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's end it.
Let's end it. All right. Before we end it, dude, where can the people find us if they've
Oh, gosh.
stayed with us this long? Wow, I just said stayed like 8 times. They can find us on X. They can find us on Facebook. They can find us on the YouTubes. They can find us on Apple. They can find us on Spotify. They can find Waterboy on P-Town with a unicorn up his ass.
Hold on, guys. COVID.
Oh my god! All right,
This is a train wreck, and I love it.
This is just like this movie. All right, so next
All
month, next episode, we are watching
something that Waterboy hasn't picked yet because he's too busy looking like an oinka.
Oh yeah, next month we're doing love horror. It is February,
Love
the
horror.
the month of love. So we're gonna do some horror movies that have some good, love stories in them or something like that. So
Yeah, we're doing love adjacent horror. It could be love, it can be envy, it can be betrayal, anything that is sparked by the feeling of love. It doesn't necessarily have to be Valentine's Day related, but we are going with love stories for the month of February.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Waterboy hasn't picked a movie yet, so fuck us. I'm out. Hacky, that's Stabby. This guy.
It's going to be a
Just Justin.
surprise.
Peace.
Later.
Whoop.